He's made my rusty sword shine like it's brand new. With a sword like this at my side, everyone can tell that I'm a knight who means business. I know! I'll try it out with a few practice swings.
It figures.
What's your problem?
So immature. A rust-free sword doesn't make you a knight. You'll never be a warrior like Diluc without training.
That's why I'm practicing.
That wasn't practice. That was posing. You just wanted to look cool holding that sword.
No, I didn't.
The truth hurts.
Fine. No more sword practice today or any day. Happy now?
Oops. I didn't realize I touched a nerve.
You did not.
Like I said, you're so immature. What is it? Is there something on my face?
Just can't decide if I should make you my underlings or not. You look like troublemakers to me.
Underling? Forget it. Besides, he looks more the subordinate type than I do.
No way am I taking orders from them.
So that was a strange act back there. Did you really manage to trick travelers into giving you money?
No comment.
That's not good enough. Tell me.
No one else fell for our ruse except for you guys.
Good. I don't want to travel around with a liar who cheated a bunch of innocent people out of their gold.
Calling me a liar's a little harsh. I apologized already, remember? It's in my nature to be tricky. I'm a sprite. You just gotta expect a prank or two.
Not on this journey.
So that's a witch's castle.
What's the deal with castles anyway? Is every meal a feast like people say? Are there beds as big as boats? These inns don't have enough space, that's all I'm saying. I think I'm cut out for the high life.
Not sure how much you like it.
You people have no idea. Palace life is not fun.
You okay?
No!
Harsh words, sis. You want to crush my dreams that badly?
People from the palace only think about their own status. Everything is for the sake of the realm. No one ever stops to think about how the rest of us feel. Who wants to marry into that kind of oppression? And what a crybaby! No one ever told that jerk no. One little slight and he went crying to his daddy. Everything was about him. What a narcissist. That pampered kid is nothing like Diluc. Diluc's a responsible soldier who wouldn't blame others for his mistakes. The nobility are selfish. Diluc always asked me how my day was, or brought me flowers. Not like some people. What a loser! Ah!
Sounds like sis had it rough.
A witch's castle would be way different from what she's used to anyway.
Seeing Elena's true form gave me a new respect for magic power.
No kidding. She acted so young despite her real age.
Hey, bro?
What?
This Eleni witch wasn't always so scary, right?
No, I heard she was a typical old lady before.
Then it was the magic that made her into a terrifying bad guy, right? Hear me out. What if someone who was mean from the start got their hands on that kind of magic?
I guess they do even more harm out in the world.
Right? Then what would happen if sis managed to get more magic powers?
Whoa, better not think about it. There's no way we'd manage to defeat something so sinister.
What are you guys implying?
It's so weird talking to Luca. I can't wrap my head around the idea that she's hundreds of years old.
Never seen a granny like her.
First time we met, I didn't realize that was Luca until Gemma got mad at me.
What's her secret?
Whoa! What's with the serious expression?
I don't care how old I get, as long as I never look like Elena. How does Luca manage? I've got it! It must be the lake around the water palace. Undine must have imbued it with magic or something. That must be it. I'll just take up swimming in the lake every day and wait for the results. Look out, world! This fresh-faced girl is gonna cause a splash!
What is she talking about this time?
I wasn't gonna ask.
You guys have something to say?
No, nothing.
There are some things we just don't need to wonder.
Wish I could use magic. How come you guys get to do all that cool stuff?
I didn't realize you couldn't use magic as the wielder of the mana weapons.
Don't worry, we can clean up all those annoying enemies for you.
But I wanted to clean up enemies too.
Don't pout. I'll cast some magic on your weapon to make you feel better.
Yeah, as long as we help each other out, we'll be invincible.
What a nice sentiment. Leave the healing appealing to me.
Ugh. Good thing you didn't get attack magic, sis.
What? Why?
If you use too much strong magic, you'll turn into a scary witch for sure. Worse than Eleni.
And here I thought you were being nice. I take back everything I said before. Good luck healing yourself.
Come on, cut them some slack.
Oh, you're going to take their side? See if I heal you either.
Oh, man.
You know, I still haven't forgiven you for that joke with Gnome earlier.
Huh?
Lighten up, sis. You're still worried about that?
It's a big deal to me. You know I only have eyes for Dyluck.
I know. But Gnome didn't mean anything by it.
Besides, it's not like you're married to Dyluck, right?
Of course not.
Well then, who cares?
I care. What if someone overheard and thought I was cheating on Dyluck with a tiny sprite? If Dyluck heard, he'd be devastated.
He'd probably understand that it was a joke.
You don't understand. You guys are forbidden from calling me Mrs. ever again.
Oh, hey, Gnome got me thinking about mana seeds, so I figured I'd ask. Can I taste the next one?
Don't change the subject. Oh, Dyluck.
Dyluck this, Dyluck that. What's this Dyluck like anyway?
You want to know? Where do I even begin?
Great. Now she'll never stop.
Huh?
So, about Dyluck. He's the coolest soldier in the ranks. And I don't just mean that he's good looking, though that's true. He always asks how I'm doing. One time I tripped over a branch and he helped carry me home. I still remember that sweet tone he used when he asked if I was okay. He's so kind. Oh, but he's also very serious about his work. He'll help anyone in need. When we took a stroll outside of town to pick some wildflowers, he knew the name of every single one. He even knew what each blossom meant in the language of flowers. Crazy, right? He's so smart. Dyluck tutors me sometimes, and he's always attentive, so I don't get bored by the subject matter. You should hear what his troops think of him. He never talks down to them like the other captains. Dyluck listens to his men and tries to help when they have problems or concerns. He's the perfect captain of the guard. After I saw how responsible he was, I fell for him instantly. I asked him if he was tired from having to work so hard. And do you know what he said? He said, I'm happy as long as I can make everyone else happy. Can you believe it? I thought my heart was going to leap out of my chest. I knew Dyluck was the only one for me. And then there was this time that...
I don't think I've ever seen this side of you. Uh-oh, our little sprite's fallen asleep. Ugh, sounds like a good idea.
Hey, I'm not finished. I wonder if Pamela and Dyluck are all right.
Worried?
Yes, but I have to do my best. I just keep telling myself that.
They'll be okay.
Thanks.
Just be patient and you'll see. Your hard work won't be in vain.
Listen up. Success is a mental thing. You gotta visualize it going well or you're never gonna get anywhere.
Besides, we're gonna help you along the way. When we can, at least.
Thank you so much.
Well, what kind of boss doesn't look out for their underlings? Leave it to me.
I never agreed to be your underling. But thanks for the thought.
Tomorrow's another day. Let's get some rest.
About that guy.
What guy?
That guy! You know, the one with the hair and the armor.
Oh, you mean Gemma?
Yeah, that one! So about Gemma.
You could tell they meant Gemma from that?
Is he really as strong as he looks?
What?
'Cause I mean, how strong can he be if he needed to be saved?
Come on, no one's perfect.
All I'm saying is that he sure gives a lot of orders. What's he up to anyway?
He's busy with stuff. Lots of stuff. It's just stuff we don't need to know about.
You sure he's not just giving us tasks and then going off to take a nap?
No way! He wouldn't do that. I think.
Stop teasing our brave hero. You know he can't take a joke. Besides, Gemma is a very brave knight.
You sure? I can't quite put my finger on it.
He saved my life, so at the very least, I know he's a strong warrior. Probably.
Look what you've done. Now he's getting suspicious.
Wow, Hard to think that I didn't know about the mana seeds up until now. And that there are bad people in the world trying to use them for their own nefarious purposes. I think I'm finally starting to understand how important these seeds are.
I was just tagging along, but I'm going to see this whole thing through. If Dialect were here, he'd protect the mana seeds too.
We gotta step up and stop wrongdoing when we see it. I don't know if that'll save the world, but it's a start.
You're getting more responsible by the day. I'm impressed.
You think?
Not by much, but at least you're not whimpering at the sight of goblins anymore.
Are you still going on about that?
Huh. Well, better get a move on. There's still Dialect and Pamela to save after all.
Guys, I've been thinking. Maybe people aren't stealing the mana seeds to eat them.
You're the only one thinking about eating mana seeds.
Scorpion Army. Scorpion Army. How'd those losers end up with a cool name like Scorpion Army anyway?
You think it's cool?
I got it! We should give our group a name too!
I vote no.
I guess I don't mind, as long as it's cool.
Hear that, sis? Bros on the same wavelength.
What name were you thinking?
Duh! The Sprite Army!
No way, no how, nuh-uh. Why would we be a part of a sprite army?
Aw, come on!
Next.
Fine. How about the Bossy Witch Army? Like that one?
No, if anything, it should be the Radiant Magician Army, or maybe Pure Maiden Party.
I didn't expect her to be so picky.
I like Brave Swordsman Brigade.
Enough! This is dumb.
I guess we'll just have to stick with the boss and their dumb underlings.
Since when are we called that?
Nothing beats cannon travel.
What's up?
Just remembering the thrill of being shot straight into the air. I could get used to that.
It is fun, huh?
Can we go back to the cannons again tomorrow? Can we?
Sure, if it's on the way.
There's no need to use cannon travel all the time. We should save money when we can.
She's got a point.
Aw, spoil sport. Do you have something against cannons?
No. And I'm definitely not afraid of them. If that's what you mean.
Oh, prove it. Let's go for a cannon ride tomorrow.
Fine. I'll go anywhere you pick.
Great, it's settled. Something wrong, bro?
What about the money?
My pride is more important than money. What are we waiting for?
Uh-oh, I awoke the witch within.
Will you quit calling me a witch? Let's get some rest.
I wonder if we can get Gemma to pay our way again.
What sort of place is Sprite Village?
It's great. I mean, I only just got my memory back, but I'm pretty sure it's great.
You'll be home before you know it. Just a little farther.
You always know what to say, bro. Thanks. Both of you.
You're not usually so sincere.
It's like seeing snow in the summer.
There's snow year-round in the forest near my home, you know?
Don't be so pedantic.
So what's gonna happen once we arrive? Are you planning on leaving the group?
It'll be a lot quieter around here.
I don't know. As your boss, I'm not sure if you'll be okay without me to look after you.
Thanks for your concern.
We can always decide once we get there. First things first, we need to keep going.
Yeah, I hope everyone at home is okay.
I'm sure they're fine.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys. I mean it.
The Forest of Seasons is amazing.
I know. I think it's the forest's fault I'm always hungry.
Wait, what would a forest have to do with your appetite?
The forest is sectioned off into the 4 seasons, right? That means seasonal food is ripe all year round.
Aha.
Winter fish runs, spring fruit picking, and all the summer and fall harvests in between. We've got it all. Ugh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
I'm getting hungry just hearing about it.
Food.
Now is not the time for this.
You're right.
So you've regained all your memories?
Pretty much.
What was it like to live in the village? Did you have a happy childhood?
Yeah. Did you always have an attitude? Or was it because of the memory loss?
Ouch! That hurts my ego. I've always been known as a kind and caring sprite, thank you.
Says who?
When the villagers were off in the forest collecting herbs, I found a special one and took it to Grandpa. He told me it was a rare medicinal plant, so I figured he wanted it.
Sounds like you had the village's interests at heart, especially if you took it straight to your grandpa.
Is that the whole story?
Did you end up giving it to him?
He wouldn't take it.
What? Why?
Probably because I charged him for it. It was a rare plant after all.
You charged your own grandfather money for a weed?
Hey, it was compensation. A finder's fee for discovering it in the first place.
Guess the amnesia didn't change you at all. Watch out for mushbooms. Their spores clog the air and make it hard to breathe.
Too true. I've had lots of run-ins with mushbooms.
Makes me wonder why the Matango branch of the family smells so sweet. This whole country is fragrant.
Yeah, the smell kind of makes me hungry.
Weird, but I think I get where you're coming from.
Oh, you guys too?
You agree?
It smells like savory mushrooms getting roasted on hot coals. Now I can't stop thinking about it.
Same here.
Hey, do you think the Matango people would...
Stop. Don't go there. We're getting into dangerous territory as it is.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the fragrance while it lasts.
That was the first time I'd seen a dragon, even a baby one.
Me too. Did you get a look at his wings?
They're so white. He's got to be the prettiest dragon in the world.
Such cute eyes.
He's the best. What's wrong?
You guys haven't stopped gushing since we found that scrawny beast.
So?
You didn't gush at all when you found me in the dwarf village. I'm pretty one of a kind too, wouldn't you say?
Well, yeah, we did find you in a shoddy sideshow.
Oh,
And then you tried to cheat us out of our money.
oh.
That cute little dragon would never do something like that.
Be that way. You know those Cannon Travel brothers, right?
Yes, they operate the Cannon Travel Network. What about them?
Do they have installations everywhere?
Yeah, it's a convenient mode of transportation after all.
Sure, it's convenient, but are those guys really brothers?
Pretty sure I heard them mention specifically that they were brothers.
But aren't they a little too alike? Every single one has the same face.
You know, every one of them wears the same outfit, and their hairstyles match too. Is there a difference?
Nope. In fact, I don't think they're brothers at all. I think they're all the same person.
You think so?
Wait, it makes sense. Have you ever seen more than one of them in the same place?
Right? If they're family, you'd think you'd see them interacting at some point.
What are these Cannon Travel brothers?
Something tells me that we shouldn't question it any further.
Who knows what creepy things we might uncover?
Okay, I got it. I shouldn't have asked. Oh, I got shivers down my spine.
The Cannon Travel brothers. Will their mystery ever be solved? Ice Country sure was accurately named.
Like a winter wonderland with all those chunks of ice and frozen trees. Really cold, though.
I used to play in the winter part of the forest when I was little, but I was still frozen.
Your nose was frozen, and you were sniffing up a storm.
Look who's talking, Red Nose.
You had icicles dripping from your nose. It's funnier now than at the time.
If only we'd had an ice shaver. We could have made enough shaved ice to last a year. My specialty is the rainbow mix of all flavors in one. Maybe I'll open up a shop.
Who would want to eat shaved ice in that weather?
Uh-oh, I hadn't thought of that. But now that you mention it, my whole mouth felt numb after just a few bites.
So you did eat the snow. Shaved ice is better in hot climates.
Oh, well then I'll just bring the snow down to somewhere warmer.
How will you manage that? The snow will melt on the way.
But if no one wants to eat shaved ice when it's cold and I can't take it with me somewhere warmer, what am I supposed to do about my shop?
A question for the ages. Why is there so much sand in the desert? My shoes had more sand than feet in them.
Remind me never to visit a desert again. All the moisture in my hair and skin is gone.
That's what you're worried about?
Skincare aside, it's impossible to sleep with so much riding on our shoulders.
You were snoring last night.
What was that?
Nothing.
All this desert talk is making my throat bone dry.
Ugh, I hate the gritty feeling of sand in my mouth.
Water. I need water.
What do you need of me?
I'm thirsty.
You're using magic for that?
Understood. Here you are.
I guess Undine's okay with it. I I'd always wondered if Santa was real. But that's what caused this problem in the first place.
If children had faith, Santa wouldn't have been in such a bind.
When did you start to doubt he was real?
Don't laugh.
I won't.
When I was 8.
Aw, how sweet.
Don't pick on me. How old were you?
10?
Ha! Look who's talking.
Why quibble about age when you are both wrong anyway? Santa is real.
I guess you're right.
I hear Santa brings you everything you could ever want. I hope he brings me some food soon.
Santa's not a genie.
Plus, if Santa could give you anything, why would you choose food?
I guess it was never a question of whether Santa was real or not for our tiny companion.
What a childish thing to ask for.
Mind your own business.
Oh boy.
Fireball! Exploder! Love away!
Are you practicing Salamando's magic?
Of course! Fire magic is particularly cool.
All the attacks are pretty destructive, I'll give you that.
The best magic comes with explosions. Kinda makes all my other attacks seem boring. Salamander is my favorite, no doubt.
Careful, if you play favorites, the other elementals might not like it.
I can't help it if the rest of them are boring.
What? How could you be so cool?
No! You heard me?
No one wants a boss who doesn't respect them.
You should listen to the missus. She understands what we elementals are thinking.
See? Better treat everyone fairly or you'll be stuck without allies.
No! Wait! I take it all back!
That tropical paradise was perfect, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
The perfect temperature, even in an icy wasteland.
Wasn't that because of Salamando?
Yep. All thanks to my trusted underling, Salamando.
Why are you always recruiting underlings?
These elementals sure are powerful.
I'm just praising my subordinates like a good boss should. Credit where credit is due and all that.
Did I hear my name?
Whoa! Don't scare us like that.
We were just talking about giving our thanks for all your help.
Oh, shucks. You'll make me blush. We're all doing our best.
Ah! Hut! Hut! Okay, you can stop. We don't need a sauna room.
Huh? I thought you wanted to praise your underling.
Not for broiling me alive. What's with those balloons?
The balloons?
Yeah, the ones that make your brain go all fuzzy.
I kinda like them.
It's sort of like stress relief. The balloons make you space out.
It's nice to take a break now and then.
Ugh, really? I don't like them at all.
I don't think you need the balloon to space out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Sometimes you stop and stand there for no reason.
I'm just thinking of our next move, or looking at the map, or looking up monster weaknesses.
Sure you are. I think you just get distracted staring at Sis.
You do what?
I do not. Leave me alone. I'm not spacey or staring at anyone.
I think you teased him too much. You should apologize.
I'll do it in the morning.
I can't believe we managed to sneak into the Empire.
That was not fun.
I was on edge, worried we'd get caught at any second. But it was thrilling in a way.
Uh-huh. Thrilling.
You better be careful when setting paw on the Empire.
Who's there?
Just me, Neko. Meow.
What are you doing here?
Just passing by and smelled your muddy... I mean, my favorite travelers. Meow. The Empire is not a friendly place for a cat trying to make a living. Soldiers keep throwing me out on my tail. I've been chased out of most establishments with a broom. Let me tell you. All I've got to show for my efforts at setting up shop is a lot of rotten fish. But now that I've found my favorite travelers, maybe Mew can help me. Won't Mew buy some of my wares?
If it'll help.
Hey, that varmint's come back.
Drat! There goes my perfect plan. I'll see you all later. Meow.
What was that all about?
Good question.
You've turned into quite the swordsman.
What brought this up?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just that I noticed how much more mature you've become. That's all.
Oh, well, thanks.
The Mana Sword made the right choice in its wielder.
You know, I think I can do what I set out to do.
That's the spirit. Now, if you could just stop wandering around lost all the time, this could go smoothly.
Congrats! been with you this whole time, right? How much stronger is she gonna get?
Frighteningly strong.
I'm sure you don't mean that in a bad way, right?
Ah!
Wouldn't dream of it.
Fine work today.
Boss, help!
Oh, didn't see you there, Gnome. What's wrong?
I finally mustered up the courage to tell ya.
What's with the long face? Is it another monster?
Oh, right, monsters. But that's not why I'm here this time. It's the missus, that's what.
Sis, what about her?
She's been summoning me a lot lately, and I mean, I'm happy to help you and the missus, but she asked me to run errands, give her shoulder rubs, clean her clothes. That's not in my job description.
Elementals can do menial tasks too?
Why didn't I think of that?
Please have mercy, boss.
No.
If it isn't the missus, what brings you here?
I didn't realize you were opposed to the favors I was asking you. I apologize, Gnome.
Oh, well, yeah, it's all right. No, I'm done.
Uh-oh. That sweet tone sounds suspicious.
Sis doesn't apologize. Maybe she's gonna make Salamando her next target. Bro, why does your face look weird?
It's Chrissy. She's so cool, you know? She's practically the same age as me, but she's a level-headed leader. And she's kinda, you know, cute.
Oh, I see how it is.
Careful, or Sis is gonna get jealous.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not jealous. I'm in love with Dyla.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh, would you wipe that soppy look off your face? It's gross. Besides, my hair is better. Maybe I'm not filled out like she is, but I've got a great personality.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
You sure sound jealous to me.
Leave me alone.
My sword is all polished up and ready for another fight. Glad to have Watts around to help with the weapons.
Never knew Watts was the travel type. We didn't talk much while I was in the caves.
He must be very brave to follow us when there are so many monsters around.
Come to think of it, how does he manage to follow us without getting attacked?
Maybe he's actually a skilled warrior. Champion of the dwarves or something.
You know, Watts might even be stronger than you, little sprite.
Hey, I'm just a kid. Give me a break.
Maybe we should ask him to join our party instead.
Watts might even be stronger than I am.
Don't be so down on yourself. Flammy's grown so much.
Feels like we just found him, and he's already big enough to let us ride him.
That's one legendary dragon.
His wing plumage is coming in so thick. I can't wait to see how he looks full grown.
And he's still so cute, no matter how big he gets.
Yeah, Flammy's great.
That's the first time I've heard you praise Flammy. Did you get over your jealousy?
Come on, I'm not petty enough to hold a grudge like that. Besides, if Flammy got this big in such a short amount of time, that means I can't be far behind. Getting jealous over Flammy wouldn't be very big of me after all. I try not to get stuck in the past. I look to the future. Ha-ha!
Nice to hear that optimism. It's good to dream.
You do know you're a sprite, right? There's basically no way you're going to get as big as a dragon.
Even your grandpa was kinda on the short side.
Ha-ha! Just you wait and see.
Better not crush their dreams.
Okay. I used to think that everyone who lived in the Empire was our enemy, that they were bad people. But now that we've talked to some of them, I realize that I was wrong.
They're just like the citizens of Pandora and everyone else we've met on our journey.
Some of these guys look like they're having a harder time here than others.
I'm not sure if defeating the Empire is going to help these people.
We need to find out who's really behind these problems.
You mean Thanatos? He's going down!
He's bad news. We need to figure out what he and the Empire's higher-ups are up to. If we don't, the whole world is in danger, not just the Mana Tree. Let's keep going. Nothing is as tall as the lofty mountains.
Yeah, the uninterrupted view from so high was gorgeous. I've never seen anything so thrilling and beautiful.
Wait, isn't the view the same when we were riding on Flammy?
Flying on Flammy makes all the creatures below us look like ants.
It feels fantastic zooming through the air, right?
Yeah, but the scenery is different on a mountain instead of on a dragon.
Yeah, it's different different.
I've always had my suspicions, but I think this proves it. Sis, you're afraid of heights.
No, I'm not.
Then how come you hadn't looked at the view from high up until we got to the mountains?
The wind shear when riding Flammy is too strong. I can't open my eyes without getting grit in them.
Really? Well, I guess next time we should ask Sophie to stop the wind for us.
That's a silly thing to bother an elemental with. Don't worry about me.
I'm right, aren't I? You are scared.
I am not.
They never miss an opportunity to pick on each other.
Luna's magic is really curious.
How so?
There's a trick to it, you could say.
Yeah? Well, Trick is my middle name. Or last name. Whichever.
It's certainly different, to say the least.
Hee. I could use some of these moves to prank people.
Is that all you think about?
I hear that Luna herself is a fan of jokes. Good day to you all. How do you like my magic? Oh, Luna, we were just talking about how curious your magic is compared to others. I see. Many are curious about the light of the moon. My magic reflects that, you could say.
You know, Luna doesn't seem like the type to trick people.
You're right. Tricks, you say? Oh, just you wait.
I bet you anything she's stronger than she looks.
Let's take a break.
There you are.
What?
Nice to see a familiar face out here. How are the weapons?
Everything is in tip-top shape. Thanks for helping us reforge these things.
Not a problem. Happy to be of service.
You must have a hard time following us around all the time, but we appreciate all your help.
Don't worry. Working on all these mana weapons has made me a better blacksmith. Besides, I'm not just here for that.
You have another job?
Well, I'm supposed to keep an eye on that little runt over there. The Elder asked me to check up on them.
He did?
Aw, that's so sweet. He wants to make sure you're doing okay on your journey.
That's no good.
What do you mean?
There's no shady business I can do if someone's keeping an eye on me.
Were you planning something?
Them's the breaks.
Look at the sea. Look at that castle. I can see why it's the pride and joy of Tasnica.
The Republic seems like a nice place to live.
Better than Pandora. I could move here and be free of my father and that stupid engagement nonsense.
So that's why you like it here.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
What do you mean? There's no way I'm marrying that stupid nobleman's son.
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Tasnica and Pandora may be allies, but they might not want you here on account of your bad personality.
I'll show you a bad personality.
We've traveled together for this long and you still won't stop fighting?
That Mammon is an idiot.
What's got you so angry?
Lumina! I can't believe a king would exploit an elemental like that.
Oh, and here I thought you'd be disappointed that you hadn't thought of a scheme like that first.
What kind of jerk do you take me for? I understand wanting your country to prosper, but no one should sacrifice an elemental for their own greed.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you for your concern. I appreciate the thought.
Oh, you don't have to thank us. Sounds like the king took advantage of you.
Many have sought to use my powers for their own purposes. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. Yes? What could strengthen our bonds better than a dinner party? Don't suppose you could lend us the money?
Weren't you just saying it was bad to abuse her power?
Hey, this is different. Mammon wasn't asking, he was just taking. She doesn't have to say yes.
It's a different kind of greed. Food over gold.
I'd hate to see what would happen if you two could use Lumina's powers instead of me.
I've come so far since I left Potos.
Of course you have. Potos is leagues from here.
I don't mean physical distance, really.
You took him literally.
Shush!
I'm really grateful for the village and the Elder for taking in an orphan like me, even if they exiled me in the end.
I don't know what to say.
You homesick, bro?
Not exactly. Just thinking that I've gotten a lot of help along the way to come this far. From you guys, too.
We've been through a lot on this journey.
And it ain't over yet.
Yep, we still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna do my best to protect my village and all the people we've met.
That moon palace was
Who knew space was so dark?
Dark and a little frightening, but also pretty in an ethereal way.
Ethereal? Is that a fancy way to say looks like nighttime?
It was like the whole sky was spread out around us. How is that not impressive?
Impressive schmessive. You can't eat stars, so what do I care?
I never get tired of listening to you guys joking around.
Joking? Who's joking?
Yeah, whose side are you on anyway?
You can't just treat us like entertainment. You have to choose sides.
No comment.
Remember those weird orbs at the Mandala Temple?
Orbs?
Oh, you mean the videos?
Yeah, the videos!
Wouldn't it be cool to have a video of our adventures?
If I had a video of me, I'd use it to scare Grandpa. Or maybe the people in Dwarf Village.
Hey, that's an ancient artifact you're talking about. You can't just use it for pranks.
Well, what would you use a video for then?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I'd leave a video declaring my eternal love for Diluc.
Thought so. What a waste.
No, it's a noble thing to use video for. Can you think of anything more romantic than a tangible record of our love that would last for generations?
Even when the world is in dire peril, you two never change. What's with that laugh?
Human, do not speak to me so flippantly. I have tamed the forces of darkness.
Oh, I see. You can use Shade's power, so now you think you're some great sorcerer?
I don't just think it, I am! You know you wish you had the powers I possess.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, come on. At least play along.
I said sure, didn't I?
There was no passion behind it. Ugh, you guys are no fun.
It was probably Shade's snobby tone that got him sealed in the first place.
Ugh.
What's wrong?
I'm just remembering getting turned into a Moogle.
Oh, I thought maybe your stomach hurt from overeating.
Overeating? My stomach ain't that delicate.
Back to the Moogle thing. You're right that it's no fun being so helpless in the middle of battle.
I can't stand it.
But Moogles are so cute. I don't think I'd mind if you were a Moogle instead of a Sprite.
What?
Traveling with a Moogle companion does sound fun.
You too? No way! Moogles are too clumsy to play tricks on people.
That's why you don't like Moogles?
It was a trap all along. Everyone was so distracted by the spy, they didn't notice the Chancellor was possessed.
Now there's an idea. If we want to get rich quick, we should impersonate a ruler.
It figures.
What? Don't you want to be rich and powerful?
I don't think riches were the Empire's motivation.
Oh, I want to rule a country. I want to live in the lap of luxury.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
But I wanna! How about just one day? One day of living like a king.
I suppose that sounds fair. I can ask the King of Pandora for you next time we're there.
Really? You would? Woohoo!
Are you sure that's a good idea?
There's a lot more to being king than having servants. Our overeager friend could learn a thing or two.
Oh, I get it.
Guys, we need to talk.
It's strange seeing you so serious.
What's this about?
We've been together for a while now, right? Through thick and thin, 3 peas in a pod.
Well, yeah.
I think it's high time we had a heart-to-heart. Just to air out our grievances with each other, you know?
That sounds reasonable. What is it you wanted to say?
Don't get mad, sis, but you toss and turn so much the room rattles. I can barely get any shut-eye.
What? I do not. Besides, you snore so loudly you wake up the innkeeper.
I object. I don't remember ever snoring.
Of course you don't remember. You were asleep.
Well, it's a wonder any of us can sleep with all this racket. I never thought I'd come across a test where I have to fight myself.
People say you're supposed to overcome your own shortcomings, but this is too literal.
Wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be.
You did seem to have an easy time fighting my shadow.
I knew I didn't have to hold back against a fake sis. It was a chance to vent my frustrations.
So ungrateful.
I had no idea I moved so awkwardly during battle.
That's not surprising. It's hard to observe yourself from an outsider's view.
Well, I know I don't look that stupid
Really? It looked the same to me.
You never pull your punches.
But those shadows weren't perfect copies anyway. I'm a lot more poised when I fight, right?
I don't think there's any way to answer that without making you angry.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can't even dodge answering without it making her angry.
Excuse me?
Whoa! Where'd you come from?
Hello, Dryad. Did you need anything?
No, not anything in particular. I simply wanted to know if it's really all right for me to accompany you.
Of course it is. Your magic is really useful.
I am not so sure.
It is! You're really helping us out!
We think of you as our trusted ally, and we will definitely need your help in the future.
I see. I have always doubted my abilities, but if you truly believe I can help, I will do my best. Please call upon me at any time.
She left.
Sounds like Dryad has a problem with anxiety.
Poor Dryad. She probably gets depressed easily.
I apologize for getting depressed.
No, wait! I didn't mean it!
Yeah, it was just a silly joke.
I see.
This might be a difficult elemental in the end.
I got a question. If you could transform into a monster like those guys from the Empire, what would it be?
A monster? Me?
Come on, it's not for good or anything. Just a temporary transformation, like a werewolf.
I just don't think there's a monster out there that can compare to little old me.
I agree that no monster could stand up to you. They'd be too scared.
You know, I think I'd want to be a vampire. Then I could fly.
Ooh, me too! I want to fly!
No way, you're not vampire material. I'm much more vampiric.
What makes you like a vampire? At least I've got fangs.
I'd say you're more of a blat.
Oh, come on. Sis, back me up.
You both seem like rabbits to me.
All the seals on the seeds have been broken.
I never thought it had come to this.
Hey, guys.
What's bothering you?
It wasn't possible before, but I've got an idea for the mana seeds. If we planted them, maybe they'd sprout.
Huh? That's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
But it would make sense for a mana seed to grow into a tree if it were planted.
When you put it that way.
And most trees make more seeds the more they grow.
Yes.
So if we grew a mana tree, we can make more mana seeds, right? And if we've got so many mana seeds, you wouldn't mind if I ate one, right? Just to taste it?
Wait, what?
You still want to eat one? How does something as huge as the Mana Fortress stay in the air?
It's mana. Mana can do all that?
There's enough firepower in there to destroy the world. That's crazy.
It still feels like a fairy tale, even though I know you've got the legendary Mana Sword.
Hard to believe it's got that much power.
You know, gotta say, I know it's evil and all, but the Mana Fortress does look pretty cool.
Think before you talk. Now is not the time.
I agree. It does look impressive.
Ugh, focus, you two.
I realized something after fighting all these people from the Empire.
Oh?
All the Imperial subjects that we've met have been normal people. So what about the generals?
What do you mean?
We just assume they're bad guys because they're leading the enemy forces. But what if they've got reasons?
I think I see what you're getting at, bro. The mana power might be too much for the Emperor and his forces to resist.
We need to figure out what's behind the corruption. Get at the root of the problem.
This is the most serious you two have ever been.
I can't explain it. Maybe it's just my sprightly intuition, but something about this isn't right.
I feel the same.
Me too. No matter what's behind this, we gotta stop it. That won't change.
Right. You're good at making complicated things sound easy, sis.
I can't tell if that's a compliment.
We still have a goal. Come on, guys. We've got work to do.
Originally, I left Pandora with you to find Diluc. I never thought this would turn into such a long adventure.
I'm glad you came, though.
Yes, me too. I'm happy to be with you both.
Ah, you'll make me blush.
Don't get used to it. But I wanted you to know that I would never have made it this far without such good friends. Remember when we first met and you were about to become a goblin feast? You grew up. Now you really act like a hero.
Thanks.
Don't doubt yourself, okay? And you're still a bratty little sprite. But I have to admit that it's never boring with you around.
You're too nice.
Are you sure that was a compliment?
What?
I'm kidding. Thanks for everything. I'm so glad I met both of you.
Hey, bro? Sis?
What is it?
I wanted to say thanks. This has been a wild ride, but you guys were great people to get stuck with.
The ride isn't over yet.
Yes, we should wait to celebrate until it's all over.
Oh, yeah. Guess you're right.
You're agreeing with me? Are you sick? Are rabbits going to start flying?
Considering we've seen a gigantic fortress fly, I wouldn't put it past them.
Honestly, though, are you feeling okay?
Something could happen at any moment. I just want to make sure I don't leave anything unsaid.
Quit with the pessimism. We'll be fine. I know it.
Always positive, huh, bro? I like it.
Thanks, I think.
Once this whole thing is over, you two gotta come back to Sprite Village so I can show you around.
No tricks, and I'll accept.
Wait, you mean you don't want to be pranked? Well, I guess I can find something else for us to do.
Hey now.
Alrighty, let's get going.
My mother was the mana tree. And my father was the legendary Saren.
Are you okay?
There's just so much to take in.
Not surprised this whole thing threw you for a loop, bro.
Is there anything we can do?
Yeah, just say the word.
I still haven't processed everything my mother said, but I do know one thing for sure.
Which is?
No matter who I am and no matter what my fate, through all the hard and fun times that we've had on this journey, you two have supported me the whole time.
Of course, bro.
And together, we're gonna save the world.
We'll finish this.
Thanks, guys. As a son of the Mana Tribe, I will fulfill the wishes of my people and stop the destruction of the world. Have we got everything we need?
You might be a hero, but you're still as disorganized as ever.
Lay off. I'm nervous.
If you could just not be nervous for the most important battle of our lives, that'd be great.
Hey, you look just as scared. Sure you won't run away?
Ha! Never! Sis, you better be ready. Don't mix up your magic or anything.
Since when have I mixed up my magic?
Just be sure to heal me and not attack me, okay?
I told you, I don't mix up my magic. You try healing for a change.
I was kidding.
What a simpleton.
I'm just kidding, too.
Oh, good.
Come on, bro!
Ready?
All right, I'm ready. Let's do this!